Okay, so let's talk about the basic face hack. So highlighting and contouring, that's what that stands for. I'm gonna first start by using my Stay Spray to spray on my face. So I'm just gonna do, came out a little aggressive on the first one there. I'm just gonna put that on my face and just let that set in a little bit. You can use your perfector sponge and just kind of make sure you get that everywhere. You can also just spray your sponge and put it on your face so that you don't mess up if you've done your eyes or something already. I just have my mascara on. Okay, so I've got like 5 compacts going on here because I haven't put everything all in one. I use a mix of 2 different, these are all my main highlight colors. I have an excessive amount, mostly because I tan a lot in the summer, so these were my summer colors, and now I'm moving more into my winter colors, and I sometimes mix between the 2. Right now, I mostly use wheat with a bit of candlelit. Sometimes I'll use just the white peach, just depending on how red my face is. So if you ever are color matched with more than one color, don't worry, it's quite normal. And sometimes as you change seasons, you might change your colors, but this is the great thing about them, is that you can just, you know, if your summer's not that long, you're not tan for that long, you get one of these compacts and it's gonna last you all summer. You don't have to throw away a big bottle of foundation. So let's start by using our blush bronzer brush, BB brush. We'll call it the BB. I'm just gonna dip into my wheat here. There's my wheat. Into my wheat, it's the one that's a little bit more yellow looking. And so when I'm dipping in, I'm just going dab, dab. So you're not pulling, you're just going dab, 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 and you can see, I can still see my bristles through there. Now, you can't do wrong, but I'll tell you the way that I find the best. So you can start with your contour, you can start with your highlight. Everybody does it different. For simplicity, I'm gonna start with the highlight. I change my mind every day what I'm gonna do, doesn't matter. The only reason lots of times people start with the contour is the contour gives you coverage. So you don't need to put your highlight where you're gonna put your contour, so it just saves you product and having less on your face. So I'm gonna start from the outside and I'm gonna dab and work my way in, reason being just because you're gonna have more product here, less here, and if you have larger pores, that's gonna help keep them from looking big. So I'm gonna come across like this and just dabbing them in. Okay, dabbing in again, coming across here, and I'm kind of just staying away from just right along the cheek. So I'm just gonna go ahead and work through here. I'm just gonna be looking up a little bit because I can't see myself in the phone. Now, most likely, unless you need color correction, you will be taking this highlight right underneath your eye. If I've suggested color correction, then you normally color correct before you put this on. Now, my bathroom's a little cold, so it's gonna take a minute for this product to warm up on my face, and it's gonna look a little yellow because my face is a little bit red. It wasn't that red today, so I'm gonna put a little bit of candlelit in too, just to soften out the color. If it looks a little yellow, it does warm up on my face, and it's not gonna look like that in the end. There we go. It's hard to look in here and remember which order I have all my things in. And it's up to you if you're gonna go over your nose or not. I usually do. And a little bit down in here. And then I'm just gonna take this end and I'm gonna blend this out a little bit. You can do all your blending at the end, but I just kind of like going layer to layer. Okay, and then I often take my main highlight and I'll put it over my eye, just because my eyes, like I have a lot of veins and stuff in there. So it just helps my eye. And if I'm gonna do eyeshadow, it also creates it's like a little bit of a primer. Rub this all in. Okay. So if you are color matched with wheat, sunlight, even sometimes June a little bit, it might look a little yellow on your skin at first, but just wait till it warms up into your skin. So now that's your first step with, I can't remember if I went under my nose, with your main highlighter. So that's most of your face covered just like that. So let's move on to the contour.